Whoa, it's Wulzy. Before the video starts, I'd like to say that you can request a level to be played on the forum request series by joining my brand new Discord server linked in the description. To get in, you've got to tick the box found in the info tab. It's underneath the rules. From here, you can find the forum channel, which contains the link to the forum to request a level, and I'll also respond to some levels that I've sent with a few comments on why they are sent. Also, this server icon is not permanent. I'm going to be running a server contest in a few days for it, so yeah, I hope you enjoy the video and join the server. Welcome back to another Geometry Dash level request video. Today I'm going to be making a start on the forum that has 410 responses so far. If I go into the question tab right here, the Discord tag question, you can see that some people have requested more than 3 levels, which I would like to be the cap. So, Gyro right here has requested 33 levels onto the form. I'll be taking the first and the last and the middle value, and I'll be taking all of the ones that I don't play on video onto a separate list, and they'll be played one a day off recording. So I will get through all of those requests, just not on the video, just so I can allow everyone else who's requested to have a chance to get on the video. I'm not going to show the form every single time, just because it's a bit tedious swapping display, game, you don't need to see it every single time, but we've seen number 1. And now number 1 will be deleted from the list. There we go. Moving on to number 2 on the list. Colourful by Slippy O. Hopefully you're seeing how this is going to work. I've played this already as well. Let's just see what this is. I don't think I've played this on a YouTube video, so we'll just see how this goes. Alright, so this is a level that I reviewed in someone's level request server. No idea which server it is, because I'm in quite a few, but this has quite a nice white mask to colorize all of the objects in it. It's a pretty nice contrast of white and the other colors, while the structures are kept looking clean, fancy. You know, it's a very nice aesthetic that this level has. I don't know why it isn't rated yet. Although the color scheme doesn't change very often, I do think that it has some quite nice variation. A bit weird transitions at times, but each part does feel quite different, even though the kind of format of the level is kept the same. So there's quite a nice theme and style that is consistently used all the way through. And there's some pretty nice tone usage too. There's quite a lot of shades of the same color to kind of make that color depth strong, even though there's a white mask, which I respect. It's quite a rushed end too, but I personally enjoy that level quite a lot. This is going to receive an 8-star feature send from me. I reviewed this level before I even got mod, so I hadn't sent it yet, but that is a fantastic level. Up next is Kawaii 3 by GirlyAlowTwo using Jumper Beyond the Walls, which is a very popular song. I like this song a lot, it makes for some very good atmosphere. But this is very nice and colourful, good mix of light and dark colours with a nice contrast. It's got glow to sort of ease that in instead of it just being direct contrast, something that I preach about very often, but this is looking pretty nice. I'm liking the style that's going through here. It's also very long. I'm currently only at 20% and I feel like I've been playing for about 50%, but I'm really liking the progression so far. There could be some more pulses and some consistent movement in the blocks, but I think the designs are very good. I think they relate to the background very well. Alright, so this part is feeling a bit too open for my liking. The rest of the level was more focused on design, but this is a little bit empty. I do see where it's going, but I'm feeling like it's a bit out of place. Still feeling a little bit empty, although I do appreciate the custom borders it's got right here. And it does have some varied ground spikes, like the big saws that stick out of the custom ground. There's a good mix of like actual design and sort of artistic design. You know, there's a defined difference. And there's also a good mix of light and dark blocks all the way through. There's always been a good colour depth on the screen. It does feel a little bit empty at times, but I do like how this has turned out in the end. Let's see if the ending is climactic. Still atmospheric. It's keeping that sort of vibe all the way through, this really colourful vibe. I appreciate the length, but I feel like it could have had a bit more commitment put into it for details and stuff. Instead of focusing on length, maybe it could have focused on a few more details. I'm going to rate that an 8-star. 5? Bruh. You know, it is a little bit empty, but I feel like this is redeemed by the sort of atmosphere, the art that is in it, and also the glow usage. I think the glow usage is very nice. You know, overall, I think it's just a very solid level. I am inclined to send this for a feature after replaying from the beginning. I think this is a really good level. I'm going to send this for a 6-star feature. Bang, rating submitted. We've got another GirlyAlowTwo level, Demonic Energy, using Shreddageddon by Boom Kitty. I'm feeling like this is going to be a demon, so I'm quite scared. This is another level with that GirlyAl atmosphere. This time it's more focused on darkness than brightness and colours. but I'm really liking how this is building up. Hopefully this is climactic at the drop. This is actually very nice so far. Very original sort of feel. You don't really get this from any other level. Lots of moving objects, lots of pulses, a little bit random on the gameplay sometimes. It's difficult to see when I jump. This doesn't look like a GirlyAlo part, it's a collab. Okay, interesting. This is a bit more colourful, and it's got a blending screen over the top to make each colour blend in with each other a bit more and give it a bit more of a feel to it. This is a pretty nice build up too. A bit more empty than the other parts, but kinda puts the next part in place, I'm imagining. Here we go, come on. Don't disappoint me here. Okay, so the thing is with GirlyAlo's transitions, they're often just on like an invisible bridge, as you can see. If I could just go back here. It's often just got this invisible bridge, which is better than a black screen, I suppose, but it could be more built in with the level, you know? Really nice gameplay, decent designs, although I'm noticing some space at the bottom where the ground spikes look a little bit awkward. And also, let me go back. On that structure, there was just a random gap up here that wasn't decorated and just awkwardly filled with saws. You know, it's just a little bit randomly decorated in that sense, but the designs are pretty nice. They're pretty well built into the level for the most part. The atmosphere is kept all the way through. It's always dark. I'm liking that. And that was the end of the level, a collab with Nexender and Geonox. I think that was another solid demon level. 3 feature sends in a row. Let's go, let's just send that for a demon. Epic. Alright, I'm seeing Aero's Chaos Flow, which I've already played in another video, so I'm going to delete that response. Thanks for requesting again, it is a very good level, but there are others on the forum that have not been played yet, so I'm just going to skip right over that because I recognise the name. Here we go, there's another level that I've already played before. Confused. This on the forum is showing Ambition by Texic, but when I copy the ID into the game, it's coming up with a random level. So I've just searched up Texic, I'm now looking for Ambition, there it is. This is the level that he meant to request, but he put in the wrong ID apparently. Ambition by Texic, Absent by Waterflame. I have high hopes for this because Texic has over 40 CP. Ooh, I'm liking the colour depth on this. This is really nice. And that was a really good use of the J block too, how he cancelled the jump after hitting the blue orb on the block. Pretty cool. I'm liking how this is looking so far. It's very nicely filled, although it may be a little bit too difficult. I might have to use a video for this. This contrast of black and white is eased in by the colours on the screen with low opacity colours and bright colours, just to give it a bit of a difference. Pretty cool. I'm liking this a lot. Maybe a little bit static at times, but I think the darkness of it really helps to keep its atmosphere without actually having to pulse or move too much. Alright, so this video is recorded by Texic. I'm using it off the form. It's the one he directly linked. Ambition by Texic. I'm using this because the level's a little bit too hard. I'm really liking how this is looking. There's some nice pulses. There's some nice dynamics like the beam that is moving. It could be a little bit more original, but I'm really liking how it's looking anyway. This is also a really good one. Is this 4 sends in a row? No way. Oh, there's quite a lot of black space on the screen right now, but that kind of makes up for it with the coin. There was a bit of a lack of decoration in that part, but the other parts in the level make up for that. That was really cool. I'm going to send that. Here we go. 10-star feature again. Another demon feature. Epic. What an interesting level name. Pla by Pla. Exploration of Styles. EP. Pump up the volume. Megasphere. Okay, this could be very intense because it's a Megasphere song. It's quite a lot of black space already, but this gameplay is pretty well synced already. Nice. The structures are a bit samey. They're all in boxes, and there's quite a lot of black space inside the structures where it isn't decorated. And there's also a lot of empty space at the bottom of the screen where the ground spikes could be improved. I'm not sure about this. It's very, very saturated, and there's no very bright details. It's all just very saturated details. I feel like there could be some more bright spots. This does it a bit better, but again, there's way too many black spaces that aren't decorated. But let's see how this progresses. Here we go. Similar style to the beginning, and again, similar style to the last part. I feel like this level isn't really progressing. It's just building up. It's building upon the previous styles that we've already seen. Spamming these stars in the background doesn't really work, but I'm kind of liking the colours on, even if they are quite saturated. It just doesn't work well as a whole, because half of the level is filled with white and black contrast, and half of the level is filled with saturated details. Not really something I want to send. Pretty sure it's a demon. It's a 7. I'll rate it a 7, and we're going to move on. Scrappy SHhhh by Electron1 using Burning Sand by Boom Kitty. Let's go. This is very, very basic, but the atmosphere is there. I'm feeling this. I'm feeling this. This is very, very tastefully empty. There's lots of glow to sort of fill up the space, but not really. It's not really detailed. But let's see. I'm really liking how this is going so far. A little bit difficult to see where I'm going. Oh, I thought that was going to be a drop right there, but it's another build-up. Cool, darkness, and more pulses. This is screaming Dansman to me. Come on. Oh, that is awesome. Even if it's not the most detailed level in the world, I think the atmosphere was fantastic. The build-up was perfectly executed. Yeah, this is a bit too empty at the minute. But I'm seeing what this level's doing. There could be a lot more structures used. Although, I did find it quite nice in the beginning how little they were used. Oh my goodness. This level is so intense. I really like that despite the lack of detail. I'm going to play this one more time because I need a proper think about if I'm going to send this or not, because it is very simple. There's not much to the design at all. Although there are quite a few low opacity details in the beginning. I quite like this. There's quite a lot of movements that make up for the lack of structures a bit. And this spider's a bit messy, which kind of stands out against the rest of the level. But I really enjoyed this build-up. I think it was super cool. Could do with a lot more pulses here, I think. It started off with quite a nice pulse to enter the ship section, and it wasn't really continued. It just could be a lot more to it at the drop. I think the drop, it felt very good to play the first time, but now I'm coming back the second time. It doesn't really feel the same. I think part of it was the hype that I got from the build-up. I don't think it's really continued to its fullest at the drop, but I think this is a very, very nice level in colours and sort of atmosphere it's got. Just think there could be a lot more detail. I am going to send this for an insane 9 rate. I don't feel like it's quite there for a feature just yet, because it did feel a little bit lackluster in some areas. I've already sent this level. I haven't played it in a video, but I've already sent it. I like this a lot. I really like the saturation here. I know I said that it was kind of an issue that the other level was a bit too saturated, but I think this is really well done, and it links in very well with this sort of low opacity background right here. And this transition is very well done too. I feel like it might be lacking a few details here and there, but I did send this for feature because it has fantastic atmosphere, effects, feeling, all of it. Great art too. I really like this. If I'm not mistaken, this is also a little old. There is quite a few empty spaces, and some of the parts do feel a little bit outdated. But I'm really liking how this level plays, how it feels. I just kind of glitched through it there. Perihelion, Helion, don't know how you say it. But look at this. Oh my goodness. Look at that feeling that you get. It's like a burst of like energy straight away. This is so cool. I'm loving how this is looking. And then Sputnik's part is absolutely genius. This sort of gameplay mechanic right here where you've got to move forward fast enough so that the wall doesn't get you, but sometimes you die. You have to move quite fast, but not too fast, because there are a few moving objects that can kill you. This is where I gave up on the practice run because I couldn't do it. I'm going to give up here too. It's very good. You got to trust me that I sent it. Alright, here's the last level in this video, if I don't put a space on it. Let's see. Machinist by R2S2 using Overdrive by Aaron Musselwhite. She's in love with the concept. Alright, this video is by Kapanappy. Gonna like this. Gonna subscribe to Kapanappy. Don't know why I'm not even subscribed already, but we're just gonna have a look at this. So there is conversation in this. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. It's pretty cool. There is quite a nice range of colours. I feel like it's a little bit clustered so far. There's not much movement that is really consistent from what I can see. It looks pretty nice, honestly. I think there's a good balance of ground spikes, there's a good balance of structures. The colours are pretty nice. It's pretty consistent in its detail too. It's not like it's just clustered for that one part. It's like a whole theme for the level. There's also quite a lot of nice dynamic details right here with the beams. Nice pulses there too. I really like that. Ooh. I believe that this is another send because there are quite a few nice designs and details here and there with some pretty good theming and styles. It's pretty consistent too. I really like that. It's one of the better mega collabs I've seen in a while. Even if the first part was a little bit lower quality than the rest of the level. Pretty cool. I'm going to send this. I like it. 10-star demon. Bang. That was the last video in this level. No. Level in this video. Bruh. Thank you for watching this video. I have been Wulzy. No, don't quit the game. Make sure that if you want to request a level, you use the form linked in the description. I'll get to it eventually. There are quite a few levels on the form, but I've seen quite a few of them already, so as I keep on doing videos, I'll get through it quicker and quicker. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later. Have a good day.